So today we're going to create a Coinbase account for Essa. So Essa is completely new to the cryptocurrency space. She doesn't have any of her accounts set up. And Essa, what made you want to get involved?
Well, it's something that's been popping up on my radar lately, and I really know nothing about it. And until you kind of told me that it was actually something very easy, I was kind of intimidated, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, so this screencast is so that anyone can set up their accounts, and we really want to set up our accounts the right way. So there is a wrong way and a right way, and you want to make sure that you have all of the security precautions in place, and we'll just walk through it step by step because it is really easy. Cool. And we don't need to make it complicated.
I'm excited.
Okay, so here we have Coinbase.com. Very simple. So Coinbase, it's a platform where you can actually buy cryptocurrency with US dollars.
Okay.
So there are many other platforms where you can't do that, but Coinbase you can.
Okay.
So essentially they're taking our US dollars and transferring them into a cryptocurrency.
Okay, cool.
So you don't even have to know how they do that. That's the best thing. We just have to know that they do. So first we're gonna hit sign up. So yep, just enter your name.
And do I write what's on my license or like nickname?
Write what's on your license. Yeah, because although it is this, the whole landscape of cryptocurrency is a decentralized market, there are certain measures and precautions that companies have to take. For example, some states have different restrictions than others. So you're in New York State. New York might have different restrictions on what you can buy and sell than another state.
Interesting. Okay.
It is really interesting, yeah.
Okay. And create. Let me save my password. All right, so now I log on to my email.
You just log on to your email. So Coinbase has been around for a while, and they're a platform that everyone should start out with. There are a lot of platforms, like I said, that you can buy your currency on, but Coinbase has a really easy, user-friendly platform. So anyone can do it, essentially. And they're also backed, so you can look into how they're backed and to what percentage that these banks back them, but they're trustworthy. Okay. That's the point.
It seems really easy. Like I'm able to do what I need to do.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that when you're setting up these accounts, you have your phone handy, and your phone is going to be tied to mostly all of your accounts because that's something that we can ensure that it's you. So just this whole space, cryptocurrency, it's so easily attacked because there's no regulation, and that's the beauty of it, but that's also
the scary part.
Yeah. So then you just fill out the rest, your birthday, your street address, and once again, this is a platform where you don't have to worry about putting your street address in. It's credible.
There we go. Easy.
Okay, so what we'll use Coinbase for?
Trading?
Yeah, trading or investing, either one. So what is the source of your funds? This is the trick question. So you're definitely going to want to hit investments or inheritance because you want to get the largest amount. So basically Coinbase is going to allow you a certain amount of USD that you can put in per day.
Oh, interesting.
So if you say investments or inheritance, they're going to up your amount.
Okay.
It's silly,
so
but
maybe I'll do inheritance.
Yeah, do inheritance. Fun. Why not?
Okay, current occupation, acupuncture. I don't know. Other, let's see.
So Essa is a Kundalini yoga teacher. Why not teacher?
Okay, teacher. Employer, self. Oops. Do I want to put that, or would I want to?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
And then, okay.
They just care where you're getting your funding from. And they also, there are these companies that are taking, you can hit continue, that are taking precautions because people are losing a lot of money in the space. So they want to know, can you afford this? Okay. A lot of companies are asking those type of questions because they don't want people taking out loans.
That makes sense.
And people are doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we have Coinbase.
Oh, this is exciting. Look at all this. Okay.
Yeah, so the first thing we're going to want to do, well, let's look around for a second, scroll up. So here we have the dashboard. Okay. And this is going to be like your main, here are the prices for the day. So you can see today we have Bitcoin at 9,305, which, to just give you a little pre-knowledge, so in January it hit around 19,000.
Wow.
So to buy one full Bitcoin, it was 19,000.
Oh my God.
Then around February, March, it dipped all the way to 6. So the people that bought at 19,000 lost $13,000 if they sold. Now it's up to 9,000. So if people bought around the 6,000 range, they essentially made 3,000.
Yeah.
So it's a really hot market right now, and Bitcoin is doing really well.
Okay.
Then we have Bitcoin Cash. So if you want to hit the next.
This one.
So that's a fork, they call it, of Bitcoin. Okay. And it's just another currency. All these currencies that are on this dashboard, you can buy in US dollars.
Okay, that's great.
So there's only 4.
Oh, only 4 that you can buy in US dollars.
Only 4 in US dollars, yeah. So Bitcoin Cash is a fork of Bitcoin. Basically, when Bitcoin started, they realized there were some problems with it, and like half of the Bitcoin community went and started Bitcoin Cash to solve those problems, and then half were loyal to Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin is blowing Bitcoin Cash out of the market, but it's available if you want to buy it. Then we have Ethereum, and Ethereum's huge. Okay. Like, you're going to want Ethereum. Okay. And then there's Litecoin. And there's a lot of news. Once again, I'm not giving trading advice.
Right.
I'm just saying what's been happening in the space. Litecoin, there's a lot of speculation that it's going to take off. There's a lot of people saying it's not. So that's the whole point of, like, getting involved and, like, being on these platforms so you can make your own opinion just so you can be involved. Yeah. Like, things are happening every day.
Just see what's going on and take...
Yeah. So it's a really fun platform.
This is cool.
I call it like home.
Can you put this on your phone too? Is there a mobile app?
Yeah, you can. There's a mobile app. Yeah. So what we want to do, because we can't necessarily buy and sell yet. Okay. Because we don't have any money. So we want to set up our account connected to our checking account.
Oh, perfect.
So let's add a payment method. Let's do that. So for this, you're definitely going to want to use your bank account because you're going to get charged if you use a credit card. Okay. And it's also not a good idea to use a credit card because if you put it on credit and you lose it, you're still going to have to pay it. I mean, essentially the same thing with a checking, but...
Yeah. Oh, they don't have my bank.
Oh, they don't have your bank?
Mm-mm. I have another bank I can use. They don't have HSBC. I can use TD, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Maybe we could search it instead.
Oh, can you?
It says don't see your bank, search instead.
Okay.
Try that.
HSBC. Nope.
What?
That's funny. HSBC is like, no. All right. So, I'm going to do this again, right? So, bank account. I could do this one.
Yeah. And also connecting your bank account, you can easily, if you make profits, just transfer it right into your bank account. Same one.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I have all my information, luckily, in my book.
See, Essa came so prepared to set up her accounts.
Okay. So that's easy. It'll just hook it right in.
So there's a lot of people that start to set up their accounts are like, how can I buy a Bitcoin with US dollars? Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
And
okay, cool. So that's what this one didn't have a lot of money in it. So
that's fine. We're just setting it up. Yeah.
Perfect.
And it's actually good that it doesn't have, you want to find an account that's kind of separate or something you can manage on the side.
Not really, yeah.
Some people have their own checking accounts just for their crypto.
That makes sense.
So yeah, it works.
Cool.
Okay, so let's go scroll up and go to accounts.
Okay.
It's accounts? Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
So that account is linked, but right now I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just being verified. So we can't actually do anything with it now.
Okay.
Because Coinbase has to make sure,
It's
what
really
you said
me.
is right.
Yeah.
So we'll just set up the rest of your account. So we're all set here. Now let's go to security.
Okay.
So this is the...
my phone number is here.
Your phone number is verified. Perfect. So, yeah, we definitely want to keep it on the required verification code to send any amount of digital currency because no matter what happens on your account, you just want a record of it.
Absolutely.
So just keep it there. And then to your left, two-factor method is SMS. Okay. Hit enable authenticator.
Oh, two-step verification code. So now I have to look at my phone and see what.
Yep, so we probably gave you another account.
5924.
Perfect. This is exactly where we want it to get.
Okay, great.
Okay, so see this authenticator secret code? This is the secret code.
Oh, that's the thing I want to write down.
Yeah, so you want to write this down.
Okay.
And basically we have a layer. So you don't just sign in with your email and password, but you also sign in with an authenticator. But let's say, like what happened to me, or similar to what happened to me, you lose your phone. And so you try to sign in and you can't get a code because you don't have your phone. What do?
Yeah.
So writing down this key, you'll be able to access it from another device.
Okay, like a computer.
Yeah, and it'll be linked to your account.
Okay.
I actually got a new phone on Friday, so I upgraded my phone and forgot to switch over all of my security codes. Luckily, I had written down these keys, and that's the only reason why I could get into my account.
That's so scary. So you definitely want to write them down, huh?
Yeah. So the point is that, Coinbase is a company, but this is your bank account. They don't hold your dollars. They're just a platform. They're not a bank.
Okay. And is it easy to transfer your, the money that you make into your bank account? It's straight from Coinbase?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Well, so you're going to use other platforms to make Bitcoin and make investments.
I see.
But
okay.
this is like your home ground to either put US dollars in or get US dollars.
I understand. Okay, so this is like a secondary, or this is where it goes after it's been traded. So you're not trading on here.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, here you're simply buying, and then if you make a profit and you want to cash out on your profits, you can cash out here.
Oh.
But some people simply don't even use Coinbase because they're not interested in cashing out profits. If they make Bitcoin, they want to hold Bitcoin. But if you're interested in cashing out, then this is the platform. Mm-hmm. Now what we're gonna do is you're gonna go to your app store. Because we have to download an app. So there's two parts to the phone. There's the text message part, and then there's the Authenticator app.
Okay.
So you're gonna type in Google Authenticator. We're just downloading the Google Authenticator app.
Okay, and then begin setup.
Okay, yep, begin setup. So you hit scan barcode, and once you scan the barcode, it should give you a 6-digit code on the app.
I see. So this is what I'm entering?
Yeah, that's what you're entering.
And then enable.
Enable. Perfect.
Great.
So, great, you set up Authenticator.
Cool.
That's it. So every time you sign into Coinbase, you're going to want to look at this app. Well, it's going to ask you for it and not let you to sign in otherwise.
Oh, and this is the timer because it'll time out if I don't. That's
so
amazing.
It'll flash red and then...
So it's really, really secure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
But if you saw it, you didn't have to log into the app, see? So it doesn't hold any of these. The only reason it's giving you a code is because you scanned in the barcode.
So would I wouldn't scan the barcode every time?
No, yeah, you scan it once.
Okay, cool. So now I can put this away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Wow.
And if you come to, we don't need any third-party applications.
Okay.
Active sessions. I mean, it's great to know. It's great to have. Okay.
Oh, look, yeah.
Great. So
And then you can track also if anyone has been in your account that you didn't authorize or anything happened, you can see, right?
exactly.
Okay, that's great.
Yep.
Cool.
So let's go to preferences. Let's just try one more. Great. So you can edit your email notifications here.
Okay.
Like you're going to get emails for all of these. What I do is I just set up a filter in my email. So all my Coinbase emails just go to a filter.
Okay.
They skip my inbox because they're annoying.
Okay.
But like I
but
keep
sometimes
them.
you need them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So save.
Yeah, you can leave it that way. Okay, so this
Great.
is Coinbase.
Wow.
So
that was pretty easy. So
yeah, right?
great. Yeah.
So once you have your checking account verified, that's when we're going to go to the buy and sell.
Okay.
And
how do I check if my account's verified?
I should email you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So let me check.
Actually, it doesn't say that it's waiting on verification. That's why mine took a while though. You know what? Let's try to buy.
Okay. Verify your email. 2-factor settings have been changed. It didn't say yet. But why not, right?
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to buy and sell.
Okay.
Okay, so there are a couple options for buying.
Okay.
So you can look at 9,000, right? You're buying your Bitcoin at 9,000. And you could say, well, compared to January, it was really high.
Yeah.
Like I told you, it was at 19,000.
19,000.
So you could be like, oh my God, this is so low. But compared to March at 6,000, it's pretty high.
Pretty high.
Wait, before it was low. Yeah, now it's high. I messed up my wording. So you really want to cost average,
Okay.
especially if you're not willing to put a bunch of money in right away. So a really great way to do that is to, if you scroll down, repeat the buy. So if you want to put in $5 a week, if you want to put in $5 a day, it will automatically take, and this way, if the price happens to drop or increase, you're kind of averaging out the price.
Okay.
It's a good way for people to get started. So this
Yeah.
is what I did when I entered in January. I
Okay.
cost averaged for flat 2 months.
Yeah.
Didn't touch altcoins. And I mean, you don't have to do it that way, but
It's
I
like
didn't.
a safe way.
It's like I didn't know what I was doing, so I put in $5 a week.
That's a good idea.
Or you can put in $25 a week, or whatever you
Yeah.
feel comfortable with
okay.
doing. So
So let's try $5 a week.
yeah,
Okay.
$5 a week.
Okay. And then let's see. Buy.
Buy Bitcoin, yeah.
That's exciting. Confirming your transaction, debited today or within 3 business days, recurring buy. Okay.
So this is another good thing to note is that when you buy Bitcoin, you don't get it in your account right away
Interesting.
because the blockchains have to
Yes.
be mined.
Interesting.
So
what does that mean?
your Bitcoin, the point whatever
The
that you
part
bought,
of the Bitcoin.
the point of the Bitcoin that you bought actually has to go through a process of chained links, like all of these chains of basically like numerals and I don't really know.
To create like the percentage of what you're getting. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the thing, like
what $5 actually means.
what $5 actually means, and for it to actually go into your account and mean something. So the point of the blockchain is when something happens in the chain, all of the past parts have to be updated.
Wow.
And that's why it's so trustworthy. It's because you're not getting away with anything. Everything has to be updated.
So it's a trail.
A chain, yeah.
Okay. Blockchain.
A chain of blocks.
Yeah. All right.
So
that makes
that's
sense.
why, if you say, oh, this is a good price, let's say at 9,421, it's a good price. Maybe in 3 days when you actually get your Bitcoin, it'll be $300 higher.
Wow.
But it's just coming into your account. So you can't do anything right now until you get it.
Right.
But that's why it's a really good way to cost average, because if you have this going into your account, then at the point you want to use it, it'll be there.
Interesting. Okay. So then you can, at any time, you can change. Now, if you have this set to make a $5 a week investment, can you do like a singular, like say I wanted to put $200 into, I wanted to buy $200 worth of Bitcoin tomorrow, and I still want to have it go $5 a week. Do I have to change the settings to do that, or I just go like say I buy and sell again?
No, so you can, so go to your accounts.
Okay.
I'll show you it. So if you click on that,
Uh-huh.
it'll come up. So it's telling you what you bought, the date you bought, the price you bought it at, and the recurring. So if you ever wanted to stop it recurring weekly, that's when you hit
easy.
edit.
Okay.
But every time you essentially buy, you're starting completely new.
Wow.
So if you go back to buy, yes, if you wanted to put in $200, you can easily do that.
Oh, and then you can do them for each of these. So if I wanted to, because it clears it. So if I wanted to do another layer, let's see, from maybe I wanted to do another account, and I could do $5 from that account on Bitcoin every 2 weeks. I could do that. Okay, so you have a lot of freedom.
Or let's say that Bitcoin drops in price. Let's say like tomorrow, all of a sudden it goes down to 7,000, and you want to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to buy. So that's another thing I did. I had it cost averaging $25 a week.
Okay.
But then I was buying, like, let's say I wanted to invest in another coin and I needed more Bitcoin. I would put in like 200 or something at a time.
Interesting. Okay. And then so you can, when you're in a different on a different platform where you can only use Bitcoin to invest in other types, can you use Bitcoin to invest in other types of cryptocurrency?
Yes.
And that's where you that's the second layer of it?
That's the second layer.
Okay.
So there's 2 ways we can go from here. So starting out, that's why we just get you set up on Coinbase.
This is so cool.
You just want to, you can't do anything without Bitcoin, without one of these 4 coins.
Okay.
So
this is your base currency.
This is your base. And some people stay here and they make a ton of money.
Wow.
They only believe in Bitcoin and they don't want anything else.
Okay.
Some people do it for their retirement. Some people literally put in a recurring weekly, monthly, and just save it.
Wow.
Just save their Bitcoin. So there's so many things you could do with it, but no matter what, you need one of these 4 coins.
Okay.
And the safest one to go with is Bitcoin.
Okay.
And then the second safest one to go with is Ethereum. Once again, this is not financial advice. You guys have to do your own research.
Based on what's happening.
Yeah. So let's go into Ethereum.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you wanted to do another checking account and do another weekly buy of Ethereum.
So let's just for fun do let's repeat Ethereum weekly at what? We'll do $2, just to.
Well, the thing with that is, so the one thing about Coinbase is that this is really silly, but it does charge you a little fee, whereas other platforms don't. But they're really hard to use, so you're gonna want to stick with this. But so on that $5, you're investing. You're investing 4.
Okay.
So if you put 25 in a week,
it's 24.
It's 24.
Okay.
So just keep in mind that fee. I mean, it's not really going to make a difference in the long run.
Yeah. But on $1 it does, not on $500.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
$2 wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. So I would say minimum $5. Probably stick with 5 just so that you don't get.
So let's do that, and we'll just have that fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So buy
great.
Ethereum.
Awesome.
That's fun. Cool.
So something fun to do now that you have your weekly investments in Coinbase and Ethereum is to download the Coinbase app, sign in every day, and see where the price is at.
Okay.
Start following the price of those 2 coins and seeing how they dip and read about simply Bitcoin and Ethereum. Don't even go.
So then I would find the Coinbase app on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me do that.
Yeah.
So the App Store, Coinbase. Coinbase app. And then so I can watch what's happening.
Yeah.
And that way you get a sense of so that's what it looks like. Oh, wow. And then you just, so that's Bitcoin. That's.
Yeah. So you can see from, we'll do it here. Yeah.
Wow, This is
So up here you can say like, okay, what has the price difference been in 1 hour?
That could be like dangerous though, right? To do it that way.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to make yourself crazy.
Yeah.
That's why cost averaging is like, let's say like some people don't even want to look at the platform. You don't have to until you cost average, essentially. So you can, and like all year, so you can see here, see how it was down in April?
Yeah.
And then it picked up. So, wow, yeah. Well, this was last April. So this was April 2017. It was at 2,000.
Oh my God.
So then you can see it picked up here.
But then it just, because it's going down, you know it's just going to go back up.
So that's the big thing, is it? There's so many different opinions, and that's why it's important to read about it. So I'll give you guys some good like news sources.
Cool.
And that's the other part of just being involved. It's like there's the profit side, but there's also being the informed side. Like this whole world is going on. And if you're not putting in $10 a month or something, maybe you don't care. But if you're putting in $10 a month, you're probably going to read an article or two. Yeah. And just like get involved.
Want to know what's happening.
Yeah, and it's interesting.
It is interesting.
And like everyone can understand it. It's just like it's intimidating to start, but then once you do, people get really into it. So so if you go into your accounts, here, I'll let you go. Okay. That's your transaction history. So let's make sure we have one for Ethereum going. So if you want to, let's say you didn't touch it in a week and you wanted to see the prices, you can always go back here and say what the buys were, because you can see exactly, if you click on it, how much it was bought for and how much you put in.
So I put in like subtotal really 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then, so I would see, now, how do I see, like, say I wanted, like, by some magic miracle, like, I got a bunch of money back, and I invested a lot, and I sold at the right time, and I got, like, a bunch of money. How would I go about putting the money into, like, how would I go about cashing out?
Cashing out. So you're going to go just back to the buy and sell. Mm-hmm. And so you're at the buy tab.
And I would go to the sell.
And then you just go to the sell.
Oh.
So you're selling from your Bitcoin wallet, and you're depositing it to, you can click down, and there should be on the deposit to your TD checking account.
Wow.
Or you can keep it on the platform.
And just let it ride.
It's never advised to. You kind of want to, you don't want to keep a lot of money on any platform. Yeah. You want to like either put it in your bank or put it in a crypto wallet, which is like a whole nother thing. But yeah, if you want to cash out, let's say you're just like, screw this whole thing and you want all of your money back. Yeah. But let's like, literally, if you put in $5, right, and we'll take the dollar fee out of equation. Okay. And let's say it spikes to 10,000 in the next week. Yeah. And you make like, I don't know, 60 cents or something like that, and you cashed out, like, there it is.
There's my 60 cents. Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah, so it's Coinbase is super, super easy.